Holy cow, what games we had in the first half. Yeah, I got on there, got a chance to catch up on some highlights, and there's quite a few games I want to get into in the first half of games. We're going to start doing this a little bit differently. I did the one Friday, was kind of things I had to do, but now we're doing a little more detail here, folks. Anyway, this is that college football guy here with another video, and let's talk about what happened in these early games. First off, yeah, um, I'll get into it here with some of the close games here, and a couple of, and I'll get to it. This is the second game, but Texas got screwed. I'm not particularly happy about Texas. Texas players, I don't have a problem with them. There's a lot of former Tennessee Vols are on there. I don't have a problem with the players, the coaches, but some of the fans can be absolutely nauseating with how entitled they seem to be. But let's get back to that. Let's get into the fact without. I got to start with it because I'm rocking the gear. Tennessee beats Pitt in overtime, 34-27. I'm Keaton Slovis going down early. I love having a win, but Slovis going down hurt. That hurts. But if you think about it, it's kind of symmetry. A Heisman candidate quarterback for Pitt essentially beats the backup for Tennessee, because that's who that's who they played, and beat them. Now it ends up being the Heisman candidate Hendon Hooker beating the backup Patty, who didn't. I can't give him that much. He doesn't have that much experience, so I can't really blame him for that. So, but I mean, to get into some Pitt stats real quick before Keaton Slovis went down, so I'm doing the stats on paper. You can hear it. Keaton Slovis 14 of 24 for 187 yards, one touchdown, one INT. I think the game would have been different, but a lot more interesting, and Pitt could have very well have won. I'm not going to lie and say they couldn't have won that. They could have won that game. And Nick Patty was 9 for 20 for 79 yards, but a big TD late in the game to get going. And I'm going to butcher this name, so somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Israel Abanikanda, the running back for Pitt, 25 carries for 154 yards and a touchdown. Damn good games in Bartholomew, and I forgot the other two he's from. I think it was Wayne. I'm not sure here. But both caught the TD passes for the game. But let's get into Tennessee real quick. Hendon Hooker, 27 of 42 yards, 27 of 42, 325 yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs. Cedric Tillman had 9 catches for 162 yards, the big touchdown being the one in overtime. Brew McCoy, the USC transfer, who USC finally decided to let go, 4 catches for 58. Well, it's 58. I wrote this kind of fast, folks, so forgive me here if I'm wrong on there. Please correct me in the comments on there. But 2 big things for the game here, and there's a lot of Pitt fans that I'm getting a little bit mad at you guys. Ben Saul's your kicker. He missed 2 field goals. Kickers miss field goals. It happens. Receivers drop passes. Running backs fumble the ball. QBs throw INTs. It happens. Okay? Lay off the kid. All right? Lay off of him. But the story of the game was the fact that I think realistically was Slovis wasn't playing, and Trevon Flowers, that sack in OT to make it 4th and 20 at the goal line. Fourth and goal at the 20. That was the game right there. That was the play. All right, let's get into it. Alabama survives 20-19. There was the pass interference call late that everybody watched. There was the sack that was ruled roughing the passer. Okay, folks, you're on the way down and you're being thrown down and you go after the quarterback on his way down. It's in the end zone. He's close to having a hand down on the ground and you hit him. So I don't think so, but I can get where the official did it. But folks, look at the stats here. I mean, Bryce Young, 27 to 39 for 213 yards and a touchdown. Not exactly a Heisman performance. Chase McClellan had 6 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown for Alabama. In Texas, you got Bijan Robinson, 21 carries, 57 yards. That's a Heisman candidate performance. Quinn Ewers, 9 for 12 for 134 yards. Hudson Card comes in, goes 14 to 22 for 158 yards. Could Quinn Ewers be in there? Would have been a different game? Quite possibly. Backup quarterbacks on there, but Card didn't exactly do bad. I mean, how long is Ewers going to be out? Anybody heard anything? Because I haven't, so please let me know. I'm kind of wondering about this myself. But yeah, Texas, you got screwed over a little bit. I'll admit it. Now, I made a video about when I said about the best group of 5 conferences, and I said that the Mountain West was the best, followed by the Sun Belt. I guess somebody in the Sun Belt heard that and said, hold my beer, because holy cow. What happened today? What happened today was the last time a group of 5 conference, this is according to ESPN, group of 5 conference had multiple wins over top 10 opponents was September 20th of 2003. Sun Belt said, hold my beer, and here we go. The games here, we're talking Marshall beats Notre Dame 26-21. I couldn't have called that if you... I did not call that. I didn't call that. No, I didn't call it. I mean, you look at the stats here. I mean, both QBs combined for Notre Dame. 21-38 for 221 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 INTs. There's your game. Michael Mayer, I think his name is. He had 8 catches for 103 yards and a TD. But, I mean, 1 touchdown, 3 INTs. Yeah, there's your game. And Marshall, Henry Colombi, I think it was 16-21, I think. 145 yards and a TD. Kalon Laybourne, 31 carries for 163 yards and a TD. He was a game. The game right there was those picks. That was turnovers. That was the mistake. Notre Dame shot themselves in the foot, and Marshall did not make the stupid mistake. No picks. No, they did make the stupid mistake. They played and kept with them, and congratulations to Marshall pulling off one incredible upset. They deserve every bit of credit for that one. Now the other game we're talking about here. Appalachian State beating Texas A&M on the road, number 6 Texas A&M 17-14. App State, it said the fact that Notre Dame paid Marshall $1.25 million to go play that game. Well, Texas A&M paid Appalachian State $1.5 million, so they picked up $2.75 million combined between the two of them and a couple of wins. You think those coaches are talking to each other on the phone right now? Think that message board in the Sun Belt's blowing up just slightly? But anyway, here's the thing. Texas A&M, I think it's Haynes King, 13 for 20 passing, 97 yards. What the hell? Devin Achane, I think his name is. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Devin Achane is his name. 10 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown, and he had that kickoff return touchdown. He was the Texas A&M offense. One guy was the entire offense for Texas A&M. You cannot win again with that happening. No way. And Chase Bryce for App State, 15 of 30 for 134 yards and a touchdown. You lost. The big simple fact is that App State, just like Marshall, didn't make any mistakes. They didn't make the big mistake. They kept the concentrated on the game. They kept it concentrated. What happened? They got to win. So, congratulations to App State. Congratulations there. Now we're going to get to a couple other games here that happened at the end of the year here. Let's talk about the other 2 upsets. How about Washington State beating number 19 Wisconsin 17-14? That one happened. What the heck happened here? This Graham Mertz from Washington State was 18-31 for 227 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an INT. Not bad. And I think it's Braylon Allen here. Allen here, 21 carries for 98 yards. He was all right. And then you got Cameron Ward for Washington State was 17 for 28 for over 200 yards. And Washington's entire team, they had Allen for Wisconsin had 98 yards rushing. The entire Washington State team was 22 carries for 53 yards. How do you lose that game? Here's the thing. Please, someone tell me this. Dean Janikowski, is he related to Sebastian Janikowski? I didn't pay attention. I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm sorry. Let me know. Dean Janikowski, he relation to Sebastian Janikowski? He was 1 for 1 on field goals. And Vito Calvaruso for Wisconsin, 0 for 2. There's a ball game right there. Offense not playing too well and missing field goals. There's your game right there. And then we had the one on here that Salt. If you're still a subscriber, yeah, you're right. I picked Houston to beat Texas Tech. He told me I was crazy. Well, he was the one right, and I was the one wrong. Texas Tech beats Houston 33-30 in double overtime. I mean, Houston, okay. Clayton Tune, 20 of 39, almost 50% passing, 266 yards and a touchdown. Team ran for 29 carries for 88 yards and a touchdown. The whole team. That's not good. Texas Tech, Donovan Smith. You want to talk about some numbers, folks? 36 of 57, 351 yards, but 2 touchdowns and 2 INTs. Those 2 INTs kept Houston in the game. And Remember, Houston was running for 88 yards. Texas Tech was 44 carries for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. So wait a minute, all these other touchdowns, what happened? Jace Rogers had a 46-yard pick six to get this game close. And Texas Tech was in danger of losing this, but they convert a 4th and 20 in the first OT to keep this going. That was an incredible play, and they kept it going. You know, Pittsburgh couldn't convert the 4th and 20 in the first overtime. Texas Tech did. That was the story of that game. They pulled it off. They got a win over a ranked team. Houston's going to fall out of the top 25. I think Wisconsin's probably going to fall out of the top 25. I got a lot of new rankings. Is Texas Tech going to come in? I don't know. There's also a couple things that came in on there. Well, first off, I said the fact that I thought that if UNLV was going to, if I was going to go 1-1, most likely, yeah. UNLV lost to Cal 20-14. Brumfield didn't have a good game. Cal didn't have a good game either. Both teams played defense and survived. That was basically what that was. It was an ugly game, but, you know, you lose to a power. I don't care if it is Cal. UNLV has been one of the top 10 worst programs for the last 15 years. You're in the bottom of the FBS for the last 15 years, and you lose by less than a touchdown to a Power 5 team. Even if it is Cal, that's still a moral victory for someone, because that proves the fact you're actually getting somewhere. And Iowa, hey everybody, remember we were dogging Iowa last week? They scored a touchdown! They did it! And lost 10-7 to Iowa State. I love Kirk Ferentz. Is it time for him to go? Are they going to ask him to retire? Is it a possibility, folks? They're going to ask him to retire in this game? Are they going to ask him, after-year-old Kirk, to hang it up? I don't know. We'll see. Time to go see round 2 of these college football games. We'll see what happens here. Anyway, that's that college football guy. Thanks, everybody, for watching the video. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Everything helps the channel grow. Everything helps the analytics. Please. I appreciate everything everybody can do. Internet's going good right now, so hopefully this one will get loaded up quickly. Thanks, everybody, for watching the video. And as always, please, be good to each other.